Good morning, I'm Nashika and this is chale.news. It's May 31st and we are starting with a breaking story that has a video already circulating. Police shooting a traditional leader at a palace in the Western region. Plus, explosive new details on why Akufo-Addo never signed the anti-LGBTQ plus bill. And MSF says the Ebola outbreak in Congo is moving faster than any in history. Stay with me. We're starting here because this cannot wait. Ghana police shot a traditional leader multiple times at the Agona Amenfi Palace in the Western region yesterday. And the reason? A ceremonial hoe. It was meant for a maternity ward sod-cutting. The video is already spreading. As of now, neither the police service nor the traditional council has issued a single statement. Full breakdown on chale.news. The anti-LGBTQ plus bill story keeps producing new layers. A letter from inside Akufo-Addo's own presidency has surfaced, and it shows he was formally advised not to sign the bill because Supreme Court injunction applications had already been filed against it. Majority Chief Whip Beverly Afaglo shared the disclosure. So the legal cloud over this bill was known at the highest level. Now it sits on Mahama's desk. And the constitutional pressure is growing. A second lawyer, ACILA's William Nyarko, is now warning the bill may have passed without the 138 MPS required by law, potentially making it void. He joins Oliver Barker Vormawar in raising the quorum alarm. Mahama has a decision to make, and the legal ground beneath it keeps shifting. Add this to the mix. Accra is hosting the 4th African Interparliamentary Conference on Family and Sovereignty from June 3rd to 6th. Days before Mahama's bill deadline. Speaker Bagbin announced it Sunday, calling it a moment of continental significance. The timing is not accidental. On the Ghana-South Africa front, IMANI Africa's Kofi Bentil has a pointed proposal: make South African multinationals operating in Ghana help pay for the evacuations. His argument is straightforward. If you're repatriating billions in profits from this market, you have a duty when Ghanaians are under attack over there. Bold call. Inside the NDC, the elders are not happy. Just months into Mahama's term, the Council of Elders has called an emergency meeting and issued a formal order. Stop the 2028 presidential campaigning. They say well-funded internal factions are already threatening party unity and distracting from the resetting agenda. We are barely out of the starting blocks. Goldfields is making its case. The mining giant is citing $5 billion in investment and claims over 70% of Tarkwa Mine revenues stay in Ghana. But NUGS isn't buying it and is threatening mass protests over the lease renewal. The Mahama government has to decide. Billions of dollars and resource sovereignty are both on the table. Full analysis on chale.news. This one is alarming. MSF says the Ebola outbreak in DR Congo is spreading faster than any outbreak in recorded history. Over 1,000 suspected cases and 246 deaths in just 2 weeks. Uganda has already recorded 9 confirmed cases and 1 death. This is on our continent and it is moving. Ghana's power future. The Nuclear Power Ghana executive director says the country urgently needs a stable baseload source, and the debate is now between large conventional reactors and smaller modular units. No timeline, no budget yet. But the window to decide, he says, may already be closing. Good news from the pitch. The Black Maidens beat Liberia 2-0 at the SKD Sports Complex. Goals from Saidatu Wahab and Juliana Gekiewa, both from set pieces. One more win and they're at the FIFA U17 Women's World Cup. That match is against Senegal in July. We're watching. A correction from us on last night's Champions League final. PSG are champions of Europe, not Arsenal. The Parisians won 4-3 on penalties after a 1-1 draw. Gabriel Magalhaes blazed his spot kick, and that was it. Arsenal's dream of a double is over. We got it wrong first. The full corrected story is on chale.news. Ghana said goodbye again to Beverly Afaglo at her 1-week vigil in Tema. John DeMello, Nikki Simonis, Jocelyn Dumas, hundreds of fans. Her brother gave an emotional account of her final days. The funeral has been set for August 7th. Gbestile, Capone Catamanso, 7 months without running water. Residents marched after petitions to their MP and MCE went completely unanswered. Their chairman has now issued a 72-hour ultimatum. The next protest, he warns, will be bigger. A proud one to end on. Ghana's Stephen Djaba has been elected Vice President-elect of the International Federation of Surveyors at the FIG Congress in Cape Town, one of the highest-ranking Africans ever in the global geospatial profession. Over 30 years in the making. Well done. And in the Oti Region, the Ndewura Jakpa pontoon broke down mid-river at Dambai with vehicles on board. The Navy had to tow it to safety. Residents say this keeps happening. No replacement plan has been announced. That's your May 31st morning digest. Chale, it's a lot, but you're informed. Every story we covered today is waiting for you in full at chale.news. See you back here soon.